since I was a jit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Slam, slam, slam. Watch out. Yes. Chance, Squeeze, squeeze. Get in there.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just go.
Now Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6. They cannot block us. Let's go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Watch the eye. Check three. Go.
Here's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Walk time. Tight end right. We got
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Push him back. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Martinez going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to score. It with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill. You're out. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Nice 7. Let's go. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Yep. 57. Mike. Buds. I'm coming. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, come on, oh. Come on, oh.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th.
Let's go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sit. Patch it. Hard. Kill. Now. Turn it up. Watch the ship. Hard.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Let's go. That's how we do it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got three down.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Watch tight end right. Watch tight end right. You got 3 down. Watch 84. Mike 4. Drop deep. Mike 4. Watch the run. Mike 4.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
57. Mike, 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Check. Exit.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
This is taken around the 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Wide, get wide. Check.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 9. Under 10.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
No. Yep. Charlie. Check 31. Ready.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the ready. 40. Watch the pass. Shoot. H3-2-18. Chopper. Delta. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Here we go, dude. Here I come. 40's Mike. You ain't got nothing.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This is Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Out. 3 down. Deuce.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go!
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here's McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready. With the flag. We ain't giving him nothing today. Slam.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Reed, let's do it.
2nd and 13. Jones has it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lights 57, 57's right. All day, pump.
They'll look to throw. He's got Evans. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set. Check, he's coming, he's coming. Hey, go on. Out. Jim. Check 26, check 26. Check the back. 61. Matchbox. Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. Watch tight end. Yes. Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 40's Mike. Alpha. Watch QB drop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 66. Bullet high. Slam. Go. Go. Watch out. Rock. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Everyone's got 4. 4 is more. Chad, you're out. Orbit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Chance. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
You got nothing.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
You go take. You got take. Anyway, Mike, four, cover. Go. I got him. On me.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.